YouTubers, you know the drill by now. What is up? It is I, Vinny Chill, here with Chris. Chris, what is going on?
Yeah, just excited to do another video with you. Here we are.
Yeah, I think you're really excited because this is your guy. This is one of your all-time favorites. That the shirt says it all.
How many Hawkeye shirts are there? 3?
I have no idea. But yeah, so spoiler alert, we are here today to talk about Mr. Hawkeye, aka Clint Barton, and also Miss Hawkeye, little Kate Bishop there. So, as you guys know out there, the Disney Plus show is supposed to premiere later this year. I think the very end of 2021. Hopefully doesn't get pushed off to 22. But we wanted to do a show now while it's still June and give you guys a few months. Although some books obviously are already out of the stratosphere, ship has sailed. But for some books, the price is still right. And rather than waiting until the show airs to do this episode, we wanted to do a Hawkeye episode now in advance. So before we get started, as always, have to drop another plug for Silver City Con. So we've got Silver City Con Sunday, July 18th at Silver City Hall in Meriden, Connecticut, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We've got raffles, prizes, other giveaways. We've got the fine people of Craft Witch going to be parked out there all day doing a food truck for you guys to keep you fed and happy. Also, I think this is the first time I'm dropping this, but want to give a special thank you shout out to 2 companies. So we've got right here local in Connecticut, Alternate Universe, have 2 shops. Go check them out, Milford and New Haven. They are graciously donating to our event 150 books for the first 150 attendees that show up. So you walk in the door, you spend 99 cents admission, and if you're 12 or under, you get in free, and you're already guaranteed to be walking out with something. So you're going to get a comic book courtesy of Alternate Universe. Another shout out to my friends down at G Fuel on Long Island, graciously donating a giant box of some G Fuel packets for you. Just mix it in with the water. You guys have seen me drink it on this show a bunch of times over the last 6 months. Really good stuff. Tastes great. Keeps your energy up. Also going to have some shakers, like drink shakers, and some other swag they're going to be sending our way to give away. So look out for that at the show. Everything's coming together and couldn't be more excited for this. You know, we have 25 tables, over a dozen vendors, and it's going to be one hell of a time. Chris, we are now less than a month away. Are you ready?
Oh man, I'm ready to go. I'm excited. I don't know. We didn't open our own shop or anything, but we started our own convention. So I just hope everyone comes out. I think we got some great vendors, and I mean, as far as here on Long Island, there really hasn't been a lot of shows going on. I've some of the other YouTube channels commented on some shows in the area. There hasn't been really a lot of books. We have gaming and other things, but it's really kind of a nice old school comic show, and basically it's 99 cents to get in, and all your money is there to buy books. Forget about eBay fees, forget about all that kind of stuff, forget about, media mail shipping, destroying your books. Come down. We're going to have some great vendors with great books from, definitely, I don't know how much Golden Age, but like Silver Age to modern, all keys. There's going to be wall books everywhere. It's going to be great. I'm excited.
Awesome. Yep. No, I can't wait. It's going to be like a second Christmas. So it's going to be good. And one more shout out before we start. Rocking the New England Cider Company in Wallingford, Connecticut. Just won third place. We actually took first place in a prior week, but won third place the other night in trivia there. So won this free t-shirt. Great cider, tons of different types of varieties to select from on tap. So if you're in Central Connecticut, go check them out. They probably have no idea that I'm plugging them, so maybe I'll tag them on Facebook or something or Instagram. But if you're listening, you know I'm there, longtime loyal customer, and who knows, maybe we can work out some comic themed trivia, get some collaboration going or something. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get this Hawkeye episode underway. So, Chris, I guess right from the start, before you jump into your first book, we want to give a couple of quick just sort of references in passing to, we've got Young Avengers #1 over there. Of course, that's the first appearance of Kate Bishop. Already discussed it in a previous episode. Not going to waste time tonight. Also, right up there, we've got Inhumans #5, and that of course is first appearance of Yelena Belova that we just recently talked about a couple episodes ago in the Black Widow episode. So Yelena and Kate Bishop both showing up in the Hawkeye series with Clint Barton, along with a few other characters that we'll discuss in a few minutes. So with that, take it away, Chris.
All right, man. Let me see. So some Spec books, like, to your point, we all know about the Young Avengers books. We know about Tales of Suspense 57. I mean, some of these books have, hit the stratosphere, right? So they're out of the range for, anywhere from probably like a mid-grade copy on up for some of these books. So, kind of digging deep, trying to get in there, looking for some Spec. I know, let's see, I'm going to start off with here. So I got Fallen Sun, The Death of Captain America, Captain America. I believe this is #3 in the series. So kind of going the Wayback Machine, just after Civil War, Cap gets killed in Captain America 25. This is the first meeting, although they don't know it in the comics, of Kate Bishop and Hawkeye Clint Barton. Clint Barton's in Captain America's costume, thinking about taking up the mantle and the shield, and Kate is basically taking up the mantle of Hawkeye, and they kind of meet, a little awkward, but they don't know who's who, but this is their first meeting in the comics. So that was, it's still pretty cheap. I didn't get a nice copy for about, $10-15. It is a little rough with the black cover. There's a nice Michael Turner variant with both the Hawkeyes, with Captain America in the backdrop. That's pretty slick book. Haven't been able to find one in the wild though.
Nice, good pickup. I like things that are kind of on the cheap, and I've got a couple of those coming up too. But for me to start off with, although this book was a cheap grab, it's only because of the condition it's in, because in a really good high grade, this is already priced out of, it's out of my price range at this point. So I am talking about Tales of Suspense #60 from 1964. And of course, this is the second appearance of Clint Barton as Hawkeye. Now, I was able to pick this up last summer before, I believe that was probably before they had greenlit the show, or at least it was very early on. And I mean, this is not as beat up as I remember it. But it is still, I mean, I'd say it's definitely a 5 at best. And I paid $25 for this about a year ago. I think it's probably gone up since then, but yeah, it's in a nice graded copy, it's already really expensive. But if you're happy with just getting a copy, raw like this in a mid to low grade, then go get yourself one. I think you could probably find it under $50 still.
Nice snag. Let me see. Where we go next? Some more cheap Spec. Here, we'll go to Dollar Bin. West Coast Avengers #1. This is Kate Bishop gets her own team and leads her own team, the West Coast Avengers. Hawkeye's in the book and things like that. They're kind of teaming up to run the West Coast Avengers. It's got a lot of characters in it. Gwenpool, America Chavez on the cover here. Is it Ramon Watts? Johnny Watts? I forget his name.
Well, is it both of them? I think there's two brothers. Definitely Johnny Watts.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about in a second. Yeah.
All right, but this is this is her first. She gets to lead a team basically, and dollar bin book. You see these books spiking for other characters just based on speculation of teams and things like that. I mean, with Thunderbolts. So I think definitely in a dollar box. I picked this up about a few weeks ago. Why not at this point?
Yeah, good grab. No, I've been looking for that and I haven't been able to come by it. So it's still on my list. Maybe at some local show coming up, perhaps the Silver City variety. We'll see. Next for me is Daredevil #9 from 1999. Now, this one I have already talked about in a previous, I think I did this briefly as a haul video episode. So this I'm not going to spend a lot of time on. This I did have to spend some money. I had to buy it online on eBay because I just couldn't find it anywhere in at least a nice copy like this. Didn't spend too much, but I think it's really only going to go up from here because, of course, already Phoenix Force, and as you just mentioned, already confirmed, going to be in the Hawkeye show. So this is first appearance of Echo.
Yeah, book definitely picked up some heat. I've seen Raws going for about definitely 150 kind of all day long. Because Echo is the new Phoenix as well. I guess maybe spoiler alert, but it's been
a couple months. Yeah.
And then to that, because I thought I was going with more Spec books, so I was able to grab a few months ago Daredevil 10 and Echo's first cover. Really sweet cover. And like all these second appearances, it's definitely way undervalued or way below what the first appearance is. So why not? And you got Daredevil coming. Echo's in this show, and you have Daredevil coming into what movie is supposed to be at this point?
Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Right?
Yeah, No Way Home, right? Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, all these characters, they seem like they're bringing in all these, younger generation, a couple of old school characters. We'll see where it goes, see how it all plays out. But
right.
Great Spec. All right.
Next for me is another book that I did, I believe, a while ago, just during the haul video. So won't again spend too much time on it, but wanted to drag it out for this. This is Hawkeye #7 from 2017, the Kelly Thompson run. Of course, you've heard me talk about Kelly Thompson recently in the Black Widow episode, but she was writing this back then, hence why this was such an awesome read. And this is the first Eleanor Bishop, who is Kate's mom and also going to appear in the show.
Nice. I keep looking for that book. I keep waiting to find it like the dollar bin somewhere, but I mean, it's everyone out there is pretty good.
It wasn't a dollar bin, but I paid cover price. It was just in the local stores, a Hawkeye long box of just old issues to look through. So I'm thumbing through, and there you go.
Nice. Let's see. Next is here's a book. It's kind of blown up, but talk about West Coast Avengers and some of these other characters. Vengeance #1, first America Chavez. We know she's coming in Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness. We don't know what her character, what capacity, because I don't know how she really fits into kind of the magic realm at this point. But I believe she's rumored to possibly cameo on the Hawkeye series. But again, I believe they're still filming the Hawkeye series, so who knows what's what. But this book, I mean, in general,
no, it wrapped.
Oh, it wrapped. They're done.
Haley Steinfeld, I think, tweeted days or weeks ago that they finished shooting. So it's post-production, but I think they wrapped shooting it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I read somewhere on the internet, that America Chavez might at least cameo in this show as well.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's worth getting. I know the book kind of blew up, but it's a hard book to find. It was a low print run. So I still suggest. I think it's got a lot of room to grow. It's America Chavez is definitely a good character. Definitely, some good series coming out, and they're working her into the MCU or not the MCU, the Marvel Comics groups all over the place. So I still think it's a good grab at this point with some room for growth.
Yeah, absolutely. This one I'm just sort of pulling out of my ass. I'm not going to really do anything with it except just wave it in front of the camera because I know we talked about some Young Avengers. So this is just number 9. You can think you can probably still grab this for under $10. It's just a sweet cover. I think this is Kate's first appearance in costume or first cover appearance in costume. So there you go. Might want to grab this one for a few bucks while you still can.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna go. So kind of some random spec.
All right.
All right, Wolverine number 66. The beginning of the Old Man Logan storyline. So this is also the first. This is the first appearance of Old Man Logan and the first appearance of Old Man Hawkeye. So I just think that how could you go wrong? You can definitely get this book for basically like $20-$25 in nice shape. It's not that old. Wolverine spec doesn't seem to be a bad thing now either. And then why not a little Old Man Hawkeye? And just stranger things have happened with all this stuff. So who knows if it's going to be, they can go anywhere now at Disney Plus. They have cartoon movies. MODOK is taken off on Hulu. His books are spiked. So I just figured why not Old Man Hawkeye because, well, basically I can't afford Tales of Suspense 57. So why not go for this?
Well, for all you out there that enjoy playing the Marvel's Avengers game like I do, of course, you remember from a couple months ago, the Future Imperfect downloadable content for free featured Old Man Hawkeye. So you actually play as Old Man Hawkeye up against Maestro in the future. And so he's got a whole part there. So again, like very relevant, very recent, just within the last couple of months in at least a video game. So maybe one day we'll see him. Hey, I mean, Jeremy Renner's not too much older than us, but I mean, a few more years, maybe with a little makeup, he could play Old Man Hawkeye himself. So who knows?
I mean, multiverse of madness, time travel, multiverses. I mean, it's and I mean, I don't want to get in the Loki series. I'm gonna spoil it, but anything's possible. So.
Right. And then just to all you guys out there, it's not that we don't like Loki because we love Loki. We love Tom Hiddleston. I think Owen Wilson is doing a fantastic job, but we just don't have a lot of those books. I think looking through the entire list, I now have 2 what are considered key books for the Loki series. And yeah, that's great, but not really enough to fill up an entire episode. So we're not ignoring it. We didn't overlook it. We just don't have enough. So we're not wasting our time or yours. And we're going to focus on other Disney Plus shows like Hawkeye, where we know we can talk about some more informative things with respect to books that we have or books that we want to grab, and hopefully we can instill in you some insight, something worthy of watching.
Yeah, look, I mean, everyone's on YouTube. If you're watching us, you're watching other channels. They've done Loki to death. They're already into the find the.
You think, Chris? You think they're cheating on us? I thought they're faithful just to us.
Well, we'll talk about it off camera.
All right.
Be down easy. But yeah, it's just I mean, how much they're already into see the 47 Easter eggs of episode 1, and it's just kind of all right. So we'll just go to the next episode, next series coming out, try to beat the curve.
Right. All right, next on my list is from the Fraction Run. So that's volume 4, 2012. We've got Hawkeye number 2. Now, there are several books, and of course, the series creator said that this run is really what has been a lot of what the resource material is for the Hawkeye TV show. So your issue number 1 is gone crazy the last few months. There's even the issue featuring just, Lucky the dog, done from his perspective because the dog is in the show. But this is issue number 2. I had to pay I think $15 for this not too long ago. So again, not breaking the bank to get a pretty crispy copy. Issue number 2, definitely still in the sweet spot if you want to go grab it. This is the first official. You talked about the first, I guess, meetup of Kate and Clint. This is the first official team up of Kate and Clint.
Yeah, no, still affordable books. Pretty slick cover, and looks like it'd be really nice to get signed when we get back to some of the bigger shows. New York Comic Con tickets are going on sale and things like that. So we'll see what the guest list turns out to be, and
yeah,
there you get yourself a nice little collectible for the wall there.
One can hope. All right, and then I got 2 smaller Spec books. What about you?
I'm done. That's I grabbed for Spec. You said Hawkeye. So that's the route I went, man.
All right. So 2 Spec books. Well, you already kind of stole my thunder on one of them. And so here it is. This is, again, from that 2017 Kelly Thompson run. This is issue number 2. And this is the first appearance of Johnny Watts, a.k.a. Fuse. And so this is someone who's a friend, potential love interest of Kate, joins the Hawkeye investigations, leaves there, goes to the West Coast Avengers with Kate. So you got to figure if they're keeping Haley Steinfeld around and they're going to do either a Hawkeye season 2 or move her into MCU big screen, then you might want to throw in other supporting characters, give her a love interest to make the story a little bit more compelling, interesting. So why not Fuse? So there you go. And again, this was basically cover price just not that long ago at a local store. So you can still grab this for $2 or $3. And then last but not least, we are going to dip into the well, and is that Anakin I hear? I think it's Anakin in the background, my number 1 fan. But we are gonna go, and I want to bring back a little clip here. So post-production, we're gonna drop it in right here, right now. We are gonna go. It's time for another Vinny Chill's Chill or Thrill. So, Chris, what do you think? Chill or thrill to this book right here? This is Archer's Generations. And when I was looking at this before we recorded, I couldn't believe it. This is written by Kelly Thompson, but they actually misspelled her name Thompson on the cover. It's a typo.
Oh, man. Misprint.
Anyway,
Error copy.
So this, this is an on-key collector. You're not going to see this anywhere because, as far as I know, it's not on anyone's radar. But it was a one-shot that they did a few years ago. Features Bishop Barton in classic, Hawkeye gear, costumes. I don't know. Could this blow up after the show? Because the show is, in fact, the 2 of them fighting side by side. I don't know. I didn't see this anywhere. I haven't seen anyone else talking about it. So if it blows up, you're hearing about here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, it's a great cover for the characters. I mean, they're both in the Hawkeye outfit. It's, why not? Like, we're just seeing everything. Everything's going crazy. So it has just as good a shot as anything else. I don't know. I just don't know on that one.
I don't know.
Have to thrill or chill it yourself.
I don't know. It's not as good, and I wish I threw in the chill or thrill for the Nathaniel Richards. the book I did for the last episode. I wish I had done that for that one, but we'll be coming up with more of those. But just thought I'd throw that out there for this one because who knows? And again, that's $1 book all day. So if it blows up,
Hey, I buy that for $1.
There you go. RoboCop. Is that it? Are we done? Is this the end of Hawkeye?
Man, that's it. Come on down. We gonna have dollar boxes, wall books, Silver City Con. That's it.
We're gonna probably do at least 2 more episodes between now and when the show actually happens. So we're just gonna keep plugging it and go out there, tell your friends, come up, come down, come sideways, bring some cash, be prepared to have some good food, see some good books, and hopefully spend some of that cheddar cheese. And then come back a few months later and do it all over again. All right, everyone. Take care. Signing off. Stay safe. Stay nerdy.